Hello my friends, it's another beautiful Sunday, a little bit windy, but it's beautiful sunny Sunday in paradise. But I have some sad news for you my friends coming out of East Africa. The Rubio and Donald Trump administration has revoked all visas for the South Sudan country located in Eastern Africa. Let me say that again. The Trump and Rubio alliance, the Trump administration has revoked all US visas for the East African country of South Sudan. South Sudan is located in the region of Uganda, Kenya, on the eastern side of Africa. And just last night, all visas has been revoked. And I will let you know in this video why. But before I go on, just listen to this audio clip for about this information, my friends.
The United States has said it is revoking all visas for South Sudanese passport holders. The U.S. Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, made the announcement on Saturday, adding that any new arrivals from South Sudan would also be blocked. Rubio said the reason for revoking visas was that South Sudan's government had failed to accept the return of its repatriated citizens. This is America's first such measure, singling out all passport holders from a particular country since President Donald Trump returned to the White House. South Sudanese nationals had been granted temporary protected status by the Biden administration. This designation was set to expire in May. Let's bring in correspondent Patrick Ayet joining us live from Juba in South Sudan. Hi there, Patrick. Patrick, how is this revoking of all U.S. visas for South Sudanese being received in the country?
Yes, Hannah, the South Sudanese people have been reacting to this majorly online because this news came at night and many people have been talking about this, and many people are actually in shock because in as much as since violence broke out in South Sudan in 2013, there have been strained relationship between South Sudan and the American government. The American government, the successive governments in America have maintained that
There you go, my friends. This is breaking news. Was just released last night. This is another reporter that I'm gonna play coming out of Kenya, the CNN correspondent Larry Modoro.
The U.S. has revoked all South Sudanese visas effective immediately because of one person. The U.S. claims that South Sudan refused to accept somebody who had been deported for being in the U.S. illegally. As a result, all visa appointments are cancelled, no new visas will be issued, and all current South Sudanese people with U.S. visas, those have been revoked. Nobody from South Sudan can enter the United States right now legally.
Wow, my friends, this is serious business. It's not just tourist visas, it's all visas, whether you're working there, even if you have a legal visa, a working visa, and you're from South Sudan, you have a South Sudan passport, that visa has been deactivated from last night. This is serious business. This is meant to pressure the government of South Sudan to comply to the Trump administration mass deportation policy. And I understand that this is just from one person that the United States wants to deport back to South Sudan, but the government is saying they're not going to accept it. And for that one person, the whole country, all legal visa holders in the US who have a South Sudanese passport overnight, just happened last night, Donald Trump and Marco Rubio would have signed off on it and said, look, we're going to revoke all visas of South Sudanese, even if you're a sports player, Even if you have a job at CNN, it doesn't matter as long as you have a visa and you have a South Sudanese passport. Your visa is no longer working, which means they can deport you today or tomorrow. My friends, this is serious business. The United States has revoked all visas held by South Sudanese nationals and suspended the issuance of new ones, citing South Sudan's failure to accept the return of its citizens deemed to be in the US illegally. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio emphasized that the action is a response to the South Sudanese government's lack of cooperation in repatriation efforts. This decision affects all South Sudanese passport holders, including students and professionals residing in the US. For instance, this is just to show how deep this is. For instance, Duke University basketball player Kaman Malonch, a freshman from South Sudan, now faces potential deportation under the new policy. This is how serious this is. The move comes amid escalating tensions in South Sudan, where fears of renewed civil war are growing following the detention of first Vice President Riek Machar and subsequent clashes between the government forces and militias. The US State Department stated that the visa revocation aims to pressure South Sudan into complying with international norms regarding the acceptance of repatriated citizens. The South Sudanese embassy in Washington has not yet responded to this development. They are in shock, my friends, because this development was just made public just last night. The US government, with immediate effect, revoked all visas for South Sudanese nationals who are residing in the country, even if they are legal citizens. South Sudan is an African country. The population of South Sudan, I think, is around 30-something million people. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know South Sudan is divided into two because of the years of civil war. You have Sudan and you have South Sudan. South Sudan is the country closest to like Kenya and Uganda, that area, and then Sudan is closer to Egypt. You're going north, closer to Egypt side, North Africa. But that country was divided into two, from Sudan to now South Sudan and the original Sudan. So the population of South Sudan is the larger population, I believe. I didn't do any research before this video on the population, but I would have done so in the past. But comment and let me know how much people, the population of South Sudan, and let me know the population of Sudan as well, and both Sudan and South Sudan combined. But I would think the population of South Sudan is around 30 million people, which is a significant amount of people. I will comment after this video and let you know the exact population of it, but it's a major country in Eastern Africa with a lot of refugees because of the civil war crisis that has been ongoing for a number of years, my friends. If you're watching this video for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. Let me know what you think about the overnight revocation of all US visas for South Sudanese passport holders currently residing in the United States of America. This Donald Trump administration is not playing around, my friends. The world, it has put the world in a tailspin, from tariffs to deportation to threats, you name it, my friends. The chaos continues, and after this 4 years, I believe the world will be a totally different place. Just today I'm hearing that the British Prime Minister has agreed that globalization has failed, and the world is now nationalistic, which means every country is looking after for itself. Under this Donald Trump administration, globalization has failed, and all countries around the world, led by the European countries and the United States and Canada, with their visa policy. You heard about the visa policies in the UK, in Europe, and in Canada and the US. They're changing rapidly, and the world is quite a different place. That is why this channel becomes even more important, because since the starting of this channel, the mission has been to bridge that gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. What I'm saying is time for us, now more than ever, to work together as one. Let us trade together, let us marry each other, let us have friendship, let us do business together, let us travel together. Caribbean people travel to Africa, Africans travel to the Caribbean. We need direct flights, direct trade routes. We can no longer depend on the West to be there for us. We must chart a new path, and the only path for black melanated people around the world is to bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. The African diaspora includes the CARICOM nation islands, the independent Caribbean nation islands, also those that are not independent who are in the Caribbean. You have African Americans, we have black melanated people in Europe, in the UK, in Europe, in Canada. We are one people, and of course the African continent, 54 African countries on the continent. We are one people, separated by a brutal European transatlantic slave trade and colonialism. But my friends, through hard work and dedication, this is coming to an end. So if you want to support the journey of bridging the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora, you can sign up to become a channel member, a member of my channel. The link is here in this description box. Click the link and join the channel as a channel member. This will be, you will be making a small contribution monthly to the upkeep and of the channel and the continued service that we provide here at Beyond Uncut, my friends. Thank you to all my channel members. Thank you for those who have donated to the channel, whether via Super Chat. A lot of people would have donated through Super Chat. They comment and they leave a little donation. I take note and I am very appreciative of those donations. And also my channel member, thank you for my over 36,000, almost 37,000 subscribers on my channel. I appreciate you so much for subscribing. Thank you for those who watch my videos every day. Thank you for those who comment, who like the video, and who share it with all your friends and family. I appreciate all of that support, even if it's not monetarily. I appreciate the support, whether you subscribe, you like, you comment. All of that is support given to this channel and this very journey of bridging the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. Right now I'm in the African diaspora, the Caribbean. So I say hello to you on the African continent. Those of you in South Africa, I have a lot of South African subscribers. I thank you so much. I have a lot of Kenyan subscribers. My two biggest audience in Africa is South Africa and Kenya. So much love to those two beautiful countries. I would have been to Kenya for 3 months last year, and Kenya is paradise on earth. The hospitality of the Kenyans is a sight to see and experience, my friends. Visit Kenya. You won't regret it. I'm hoping to visit South Africa soon. I have a travel channel that I will post all those videos on. The link is here in the description box. Beyond Travel, go on out and subscribe to that channel. And I hope to visit the Southern African region. I have subscribers also in, I think, Ethiopia. Lots of subscribers from Ethiopia. And also Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique, Rwanda, Burundi. We have Morocco, Egypt. We have DR Congo, Central African Republic, my friends. In the Caribbean region, I have also a lot of subscribers coming out of Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago, the land of soca. My two largest Caribbean audience are Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. So much love to Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing and showing this channel your tremendous support. Also, I have subscribers coming out of St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Guyana, Cuba, Haiti, St. Martin, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Anguilla, Montserrat, the Virgin Islands, Aruba, Barbados. A lot of subscribers out of Barbados, my friends. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for watching this channel. Let me know what you think about this topic of the US government revoking all visas for South Sudanese citizens holding a South Sudanese passport effective last night. So it now takes effect today, which means any legal immigrant who are from South Sudan living in the US from last night, they are now illegal living in the United States of America and face deportation. This is a very sad day for South Sudan, and maybe the government will have to start accepting the deported illegal immigrants, and then this can be overturned. But for now, there are no legal South Sudanese citizens in the US. Their visas has been revoked. Let me know what you think about this topic, and like the video, share it with all your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel, and of course watch all my other videos, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. This is Beyond Uncut, signing out.